Hello friends and welcome in this video. We are going to review this store today with the name Otaya. Okay, I'm on this store right now and this is a German store. As you can clearly see, you can just select Euro here. For whatever reason they have this thing here, even if you cannot select any other. Alright, so I'm on this store right now and I'm going just to start on the home page. So, what can I say about the homepage on this store? Okay, they have the best sellers here at the top, which is not a bad idea. And here reviews, which is great as well. What I don't like is the image here is smaller than this one. This here is smaller as well. How does it look on the mobile? Let's check how it looks on the mobile. I think that makes more sense. Alright, yeah, now it looks definitely better. Other than that, what is that? Do they have... That's pretty cool. Many people that sell these bottles don't show the whole design, but they showed it here on these images, on these mock-ups pretty well. They're selling doormats. Good idea, with personalized text. Here we have information. Here we have Shirtigo in the contact. This here is actually not a store from Shirtigo. People that know Shirtigo might think, is this a store from Shirtigo? No, it's not. Shirtigo is a print-on-demand company, and you can have a contract with Shirtigo. That means they take responsibility for the customer service. They basically have the contact details in the imprint and so on. And you have only to create the designs and do some other small things. So, but then you have to pay them a certain percentage of each order. That's something you can do with Shirtigo. They have an offer like that if you are interested. So let's check out this product page from this product here. You can obviously put a text. Oh, that's cool. It gets updated in real time, so you can actually see the text on the mockup. That's very cool. Most print-on-demand companies don't do that. You cannot do that update in real time. I think they are using a specific app for that. I'm not sure if it's through Shirtigo or if they're using a specific app. I just know Printful offers that as well, and on Printful you can upload a design also, and you can see the design. If you are a customer of the store, you can upload the design, you can change the text, and you can see everything. It's not like just some others have it where you write a text and you don't see anything. You just write it here, and then they have to change it on Photoshop and send you the product, and you only see it when you have after you got it delivered. So that's obviously not the case here. Printful offers that also. Other than that, what I never liked about this store is their add to cart button. The color is black of the font, and the background is very dark. So there's no, how do you call that? I mean, it just doesn't look right. You should not have like the font color so dark and the button so dark, and the same thing is opposite. If your button is very light, you should not have your font that is very light. I would have made the button a little bit darker probably and made the font lighter, or the opposite way. But the way it is now, it doesn't look very good, and that's always things like that are always bad for the conversion rate if the customers It's the contrast, exactly. That was the word I was searching for, the contrast. You want to always aim for a high contrast when it comes to buttons in general. Other than that, I like this. Here they say they are printing in Germany. This is Einzelanfertigung. I don't know how to explain this on English, but yeah, they are doing good promotion here. 2 to 5 days delivery, Monday to Friday. I would remove the Monday to Friday part. People should just know what work days are, and the Monday to Friday thing is not really necessary. Reviews, they have 0 reviews here. That's not good, because every product page should always have reviews, in my opinion. It's always worse. I mean, it's always better to have reviews. It's always bad to have no reviews. So what he can do here, for example, is he uses multiple doormats. So let's say a few of his doormats already have reviews. He should synchronize all reviews for all doormats on all doormats. So that means if this doormat has 3 reviews, I should see it on this and on this doormat, and I should see it here as well. You should always synchronize your reviews based on product types. That way you make sure that all product pages always have reviews and customers see reviews. Spreadshirt, for example, is doing the exact same thing. I think every print-on-demand platform is doing that. If the product is the same, it doesn't matter if the design is different. If the product is the same, the reviews should be always based on the product. So other than that, yeah, no reviews, not good. These buttons here, or these payment things, how do you call them? Trust badges are good. They should be there. The logo, I mean, yeah, might be good for branding. It's pretty huge though. Here they have an FAQ page. Pretty good. You should always have a FAQ page where you answer all the questions most customers might have. FAQ is always important. Search, I'm not sure if I would have it here. I mean, if they have this here, why should they have your search here? In general, I recommend you always avoid having things that are not really relevant. The more minimal your store is, the better it is. So if you have a search icon here, don't put a search here. You don't need that. About us, always good, yeah. It's very short about us. You should have a little bit longer history, or a little bit longer about us page. I mean, this is really nothing. This is very, very short. Let's check the collection pages. So I like the way they have separated the niches here, the sub niches basically. This store is operating in the outdoor niche in general, and like outdoor sports, nature, and they have separated all the sub niches of these upper niches, like van life, this how do you call that, bicycle thing, mountain biking, bicycle, running, triathlon, climbing, and so on. And that's definitely a good idea. I'm not sure why they are selling horse t-shirts. It has nothing to do with outdoor sports, or has it? I think horse riding is actually an outdoor sport, isn't it? I think there are different opinions here, but yeah, I think the people that do ride horses, they say this is a sport. Here they have a text. I recommend you don't have a text here at the top. Put this text in the collection page always at the bottom, not at the top, because when customers come on this page, you don't want to have anything here. You want them to see the products immediately. And even if it is not that much, it's still it's still in the way of the products. They should not be here. The image is cool. I like the image. That's good for social proof and things like that. So the collection page looks pretty okay. Other than this, I would recommend you remove the prices from the collection page. This leads to a higher conversion rate. Just a quick tip, no prices on the collection page. These buttons here, this is good as well. The trust badges, they have this on every page. They are promoting the quality and so on and so forth. This is good for nature. Let's check the. Wait a second. Yeah, the sizing table. You should always have a sizing table. They have done a good job here. You have a good sizing table here. Good overview. Details. Yeah, I mean, details are not so important, but you should have them somewhere on the product page. So customers, if they search them, they can find them. I mean, there are maybe customers, they have certain allergies or whatever, and they want to know, does this hoodie has any polyester? And here obviously it does. So maybe the people have polyester allergy. I once got somebody contacted me. He said he has a polyester allergy and he wanted to know the product details. So yeah, other than that, reviews. Here they have reviews, obviously. Like I said, always synchronize product reviews based on product type. He's not doing that. That's not a good idea that he's not doing it. I show you now how Spreadshirt does it. Let's say I go to a random t-shirt. Here these reviews are always the same. These are different t-shirts, okay. But the reviews on the same t-shirts are always the same. So these are two different designs with the same product type. This is the product type. The reviews are the same and you should always have it that way. Doesn't matter if the designs are different, the product type matters. And that way you make sure you always have a bunch of reviews on every product page. He has a lot of product pages without any reviews, and that's bad for conversion rate. So that's that. What I see here is he has a lot of colors, which is a bad idea. You should not have that many colors on the product page. When you are selling something, you should make sure you have not more than 3 colors. Doesn't matter if it's a hoodie or whatever it is, because customers get decision fatigued. That means they don't know, oh, maybe I should, this is a similar gray, maybe I should select this or this, and oh, that blue or that blue maybe, and then they don't know what they are going to select, and then they leave the store and don't buy anything. So you should not decision fatigue your customers. Make sure you offer only 3 colors, the 3 most important colors for a specific product, and that's it, not more. Other than that, I like this color, the way he has done this. It is not just text where you see anthracite and so on, but they are actually colors. Color patches, I think you call it. Here you have a very interesting selection. That means if you click here, you can basically see other product types that have the same design. That's very good. I definitely recommend you do that. Then customers can search for this for another product type with the same design. Let's say they like the design, but they say, I don't need a zipper, I want to actually buy a hoodie. Then they scroll down, they click here, and they can select a hoodie. Here they find a hoodie, and then they buy this hoodie instead. So yeah, other than that, what is that actually? This is a newsletter sign-in. I don't recommend you put this here. It's somehow in the way of the customer. I don't think customers want to have this so big on the right side. You might put it here, a small button or something like that that you can click on. And this is the cookie thing. This is totally bullshit. I recommend you don't do that. Nobody cares about this shit anyways. So when you come on the page, when you come on the website, okay, then you should have a cookie banner. But when you click it, it should go away. It should not be here. And I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if this is required by law. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. So I'm not going to comment how it is by law. I just think it's a stupid thing. So, okay, when you click on add to cart, we have added something to the cart now. Let's click here. I don't know if it looks like that on the phone, but if it really is like that on the phone, then it is really dumb the way he did it, because this shit here basically is above the add to cart, above the cart, and above this here at least is not the cart, but it is showing the cart and the price is not visible and so on. That's not a good way to do it. Now we see I clicked on go to the cart and we are now on the cart page. I don't recommend you use cart pages. Instead you should have a cart drawer. When I click here on the cart, here you should have such a drawer and not a page. But here he has a page, unfortunately. Here he has design ID, blah blah, and this is totally irrelevant, absolutely not good to have things like that here. Customers see such a beautiful store, they see these beautiful images, and then they come here and they see that and they think themselves, what in the fuck is that? What does that mean, design ID outdoor? This is absolutely bad for the branding, and it's just irrelevant clutter that makes the button here, the most important button of the page, go down further. It should not go down further. This button here should be as high as possible and should not have any things like this making it go down. This here, totally irrelevant. RGB, this is the terms of service and all of these other policy pages. That's completely stupid. Now I can click here, it will not work. And they are just reducing their own conversion rate like that. Now customers have to click that bullshit and click on checkout to continue. Not good idea. The conversion rate gets decreased. And decreased for what reason? There is no reason. That's not really, for what is that? You don't need that. It's not required by law. It doesn't give you anything useful. Absolutely irrelevant, absolutely bad idea. Other than that, yeah, not much more to say here about the cart. Let's go to the checkout. Okay, we are on the checkout now. If you can, then make sure this shit here gets removed. You don't need these express checkout buttons from Shopify. If you can remove them, remove them. Currently, I'm not aware if you can do it. I think you can't. I have them on my store still because every app that I installed to remove them didn't work eventually. Shopify always did something against it. So these fucking buttons, unfortunately, are still on my checkout page. But if you can, then get rid of them. When you have Shopify Plus, you can definitely get rid of them. But with a regular Shopify account, it's not that easy. So, okay. Other than that, it's a basic Shopify page. Here we have Belgium selected. I'm not in Belgium. The IP address, I'm now on a VPS on the store, and the IP address I'm using is in Germany. So I'm not sure why he's selected Belgium, but whatever. So let's just go to So next, gratis Versand. This is a typo. Do you call it typo? Do you call it grammarly incorrect? It definitely doesn't. You definitely don't write it that way. This is not correct. You should not have grammar issues on your checkout page. Other than that, yeah, the payment methods good. PayPal, credit card. I'm not sure if he has no Klarna or if I don't see Klarna right now for whatever reason. I'm actually from a Germany IP address, so I should see Klarna. Klarna Pay Later, but he has no Klarna Pay Later. That's bad. You should always use Klarna Pay Later. And if not Klarna, then you should use a Pay Later payment method. There are a lot of customers, they don't buy anything if you don't allow them to use a Pay Later payment method. That means pay by invoice. You send them the product first and you give them 14 days or something like that to pay for the order afterwards. And why shouldn't you do that? That's always very useful. Increases your conversion rate strongly. So I recommend you do that. Other than that, for the old customers that are old, they might want to have bank transfer as well. I'm not talking about this. This is like immediate bank transfer where you have to log into your bank through online banking. But there are a lot of customers, they are old, they don't have online banking, they just want to make a bank transfer in the old-fashioned way. So you should offer that as well. I offer that in my store for old customers. When it comes to that, Bestellung überprüfen, I recommend you don't have things like that. You should just have, on this page, you should just have buy now, the button buy now. You should not have a next page where they have to see what they have actually ordered and what they want to order. I don't think that's a good idea. You have to minimize the amount of pages that customers have to go through until they finally can make the order. Unfortunately, on Shopify, you don't have a one-page checkout yet. You have to go through certain pages, but you can remove at least this page. This page is not relevant. You don't need to let them check the order. And for what? I don't do that. Customers have no problem with it. Some customers might write the wrong address, but yeah, it is like this. Then they contact me and I change it, no problem. So that's actually it. Maybe we see something else here that we haven't commented yet. I recommend you give customers a contact form here somewhere. They should be able to have a contact form. And by the way, if you have only one currency in your store, you should not have a currency drop down because there is no other currency anyways. So why in the fuck do you need a currency drop down if that's the only currency I can select anyways? That's a bad idea. The community page is a good idea. I think they have here the reviews. Yes, they do. A good idea. Design series. That's the series of designs. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. So that's it. The social media buttons are also a good idea. I recommend here at the bottom you write down the motto of your brand. That means the brand slogan. And in their case, it's they have a brand slogan. What was it? Let's check the About Us page again. It was on the About Us page. So it is this here. Do what makes you happy. They should have this brand slogan here at the bottom as well. I definitely recommend you do that. It's just a small optimization of the store. So customers always see it basically when they scroll down. They see the brand slogan, and therefore that increases branding. It's a good thing. So that's it. That was a very long video, much longer than I wanted it to be. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Other than that, in the description of this video, I have awesome print-on-demand tools that you can use to take your business to the next level. And for some of them, there's a discount with my links. Check them out now in the description below, as who knows if the discount will be still valid tomorrow. Bye.